this is the number that's going to scare everyone. $2 billion of that was in fraudulent claims that we paid out.
You heard that correctly. $2 billion of your tax money handed out to thieves as the state scrambles to get it back. And tonight, our 8 News Now investigators are looking into continuing problems at the Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation, or what many people call DETR. Problems that one woman says is now forcing her to live in her car. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. 4 years since the beginning of the pandemic. Is the agency getting back on its feet? 8 News Now investigator David Charnes with this woman's story and an answer right from the man in charge. David?
Yeah, Brian, Denise, you know, this is the issue we get the most phone calls and emails about, getting a clear answer from DETR, especially when it comes to getting through to an actual person when trying to make your appeal. Now, one of the many emails we received came from Nadine Simmons, a mother of 2 now living in her car, and right now she too is waiting for an answer.
You don't have a place to take a shower or, you know, brush your teeth. It's really hard.
51-year-old Nadine Simmons' daily struggle isn't how she's going to find money for gas.
COVID happened.
But when she'll find the bathroom. So this is all of your belongings?
Yeah. All my children's clothing, all my clothing.
For more than a year, Simmons has called her car her home.
It doesn't go any further than 3 miles in any direction.
Everything she owns is right here. Money she received from DETR cut off pending appeal.
What was that money helping you with when you were getting it?
My rent and supporting my children, feeding my children, keeping a roof over my head, paying my bills.
Simmons, who was working as a customer service rep at a travel business, lost her job, she says, due to a decline in business from the pandemic. Soon after, she, like hundreds of thousands of Nevadans, started to receive unemployment money.
And then about a month after they made payment, they said, oh, we made overpayment, you now owe money.
In 2022, the payments stopped. She was soon evicted. No money, nowhere to go, and then a bill to pay.
We overpaid you. You now owe $5,000 in overpayment.
Simmons is now waiting for DETR to hear her latest appeal for why she should not only receive benefits as she looks for a job, but also why they should waive that $5,000 bill.
I get so upset when people say, oh, you know, they're lazy, they want to be on the street, they just want free handouts. It's not like I'm not trying.
I'm sorry. This shouldn't have happened.
Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo appointed Chris Sewell to be director of DETR last year. He says after years of delays, the agency is hearing claims and appeals within federal standards, a backlog of 40,000 appeals from the pandemic.
We weren't prepared, and I apologize.
Now down to 5,000. And with the number decreasing every day, Sewell has this lofty goal.
And we're going to get these taken care of, and we're going to be back to normal by summer. 100% back to normal.
Back to normal, so people like Nadine Simmons aren't waiting hours on the phone, waiting months to plead their case.
Did the state fail people like that?
I think during the pandemic, the order was just to make sure we can get money out on the street. And we did it quickly. And we cut corners.
Corners cut, leading to overpayments and fraud. Lots of fraud.
Now, this is the number that's going to scare everyone. $2 billion of that was in fraudulent claims that we paid out.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money the federal government wants back.
How does a state agency give out $2 billion of fraudulent money?
We had to trust people. And unfortunately, there's people out there that took advantage of that system.
Alongside clearing those appeals, DETR is slowly getting money as prosecutors charge crooks out of that staggering $2 billion number, equal to about half of the state general fund. The agency has recovered more than $200 million.
People will be hurt. That's a guarantee. People will be hurt.
DETR needs to fix whatever they have going on.
As for Simmons, she hopes to get that appointment date so she can get on with her life.
So I don't even know if there's a fix now at this point, other than getting payment so that I can pay bills, pay back family members, pay back friends and things that loan me money. I don't know what the fix is.
And it's important to point out that this is not a problem that's just here in Nevada. Every state is dealing with fraud and overpayments in the millions and billions. Our state recently invested millions in a new system at DETR to improve customer service. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
The director says the majority of the money given out through unemployment came from the federal government. He says there's no set timeline for when the state must get the outstanding money back. Meantime, both local and federal police continue to go after the people that stole that money.